is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. They're going to look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On play action, here's Tua. Out to his left. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
To his throw, complete there to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua on the move to his left. There's Smith. He's got it along the sideline. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
7, Saints nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 50. Mike 50.
They'll set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. What a start defensively. I mean, your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Two and now on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I won't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now back to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Auden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pulls it in at the 3rd. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early and we shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Tua. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just a quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Saints 21, Dolphins 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just up from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
From the 40 now on second down. Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Second and 10. Tua going to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he will go out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jayon Brown able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On play action, they'll throw. This is caught by Tate. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Auden Tate, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Dodges him at the 50. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tua now on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. On now the Miami field goal unit. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Another catch for Tate.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
17.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Miami. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Dolphins 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
It's going to be a long day. Go,
They'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A.J. Epinesa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Caught right side, Tate. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense could breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Back to Kamara for another catch. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. On and Tate there to make the grab. And the Saints are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the 15th. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're going to look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Back to throw again. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0 really has some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big offensive explosion leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.